Everybody tap on in real quick. Let me get my sound together here. How y'all doing, man? I hope you guys are having a great week so far, ladies and gentlemen. Waiting on everybody to come on in the room. Waiting on everybody to get on in the room, ladies and gentlemen. How y'all living? I hope you guys are having a very productive day so far. Hope you're having a very productive week so far, ladies and gentlemen. Few things we're going to tap in and chop up game about. First of all, I'm early. I don't usually do lives this early, but I'm here. I'm early, and we're here. We're going to have a lot of folks in here. I can already tell because we almost got 200 in here in the first few seconds. So it's going to be a lot of people in here. Shout out to Nikki the God. Shout out to Brother Marcel. Shout out to NYCT Girl. Shout out to a lot of the familiar faces in here and all of that good stuff. A few things we got to chop up game about. I put up an article earlier where I told people this was going to happen right after the affirmative action thing went down. You know, the Asian community, they can no longer point the finger and demonize Black society. So now, some people in the Asian community, they're complaining now that they're not getting these tech jobs and they're being discriminated against. I told people that's going to be the next play. The next play with them, because see, that affirmative action, that was a gift and a curse. It was kind of a gift to us because we weren't benefiting from affirmative action anyway. So now what happened with them gutting affirmative action and putting Asians in the forefront as the mouthpieces for the gutting of affirmative action in higher learning institutions, and then by proxy some of these other areas, because as we see now, there is a proxy effect. They're getting rid of a lot of these diversity programs in different sectors of society. So now we knew what was going to go down. Now you remove the boogeyman. So now you can't use the black boogeyman excuse that you've been using. And a lot of the Asian community who have these anti-black tropes, they've been sitting here ignoring the racism against them. Hold on. Hold on one second. My kid's out here yelling. Hold on. So they've been ignoring some of these anti-black tropes and then pointing the finger at us, making it seem like they can't get in because of us. And the real problem is white supremacy. It's always been white supremacy. And they don't really want to deal with that on their own. So what they're going to do, they're going to try to ease over. They're going to try to ease over to us to try to get us to join hands with them. I'm telling y'all, that's going to be the next play. So now they're complaining about the racism coming their way because you can't use us as a scapegoat. You can't say, well, damn, it's a black person. It's a boogeyman black person standing here with affirmative action who got my position. That's why I can't get hired. That shit ain't going to work no more. So now you got to deal with the source, and they don't really want to do that on their own. They don't want to go up against white supremacy. So what y'all going to see, they're going to slowly start edging over to us to be on some minority people of color vibe. That's going to be the next play. I'm showing y'all that's what's going to happen. I've been telling y'all. And we need to be like, hell no. We're going to have to let everybody hold their own nuts. We got to stop caping for people who go out of their way to throw us under the bus. We got to get off that. And speaking of throwing under the bus, where are my California people? Did y'all see that video of the race soldier beating up the elderly couple? Well, the woman, it was an elderly woman, black woman up there in Lancaster, who allegedly, I think her husband said she had cancer, and the race soldier just gaffled her up, threw her down, tackled her, started punching on her. Yeah, that has created a lot of real weird energy out here. I'm telling y'all now, the streets don't like that at all out here. The streets don't like it at all. So there's a lot of bad tension right now bubbling because of that video. That sister getting hemmed up. That doesn't really go over too well. So there's a lot of tension bubbling right now out here as far as that. And as we know, the sheriff's department, because that look like the LA Sheriff Department deputies. These guys have these white supremacist gangs where they are incentivized to do those kind of racial targetings. And understand, these people, they're cowards. This is why they always go for kids and elderly black people. They always go for black kids and black people who are elderly because of the cowardly nature. And when you see people doing that, when you see the race soldiers getting that desperate, making these blatant, violent moves against children and elderly black people, this shows how weak their system is getting, because that's a sign of desperation. When you get weak and desperate, you do weak and desperate things. And they feel like their system is crumbling because white supremacy is being challenged globally now. We see what's going on over there in France right now. They're tearing France up. They stopped the internet from going down on France over in France. They're out there acting a stone fool in France. And the president over there said, hey, let's just cut the internet off. I can't have people see this stuff. Man, these folks done broke in a zoo. They done burned down the malls. They done ran up in the Louis Vuitton stores. And man, they are setting it off out there. You got zebras and orangutans and kangaroos jumping all around, eating croissants, climbing on the Eiffel Tower. It's going down over there. And by the way, if we have any French people over there, holler at me about some of them bags. I might have a little something for you. If you got a couple of Louis bags, just talk to me about something. Holler at me. I want to see something. I'm not saying I'm trying to buy stolen goods, but I just want to talk to you, have a little prayer meeting with you, and get your spirit right. So y'all email me at info@tariq.la so I can have a little prayer circle with you about how it's not nice to steal. So, and let me know what bags you stole so we can pray over them bags. Um, but some other stuff that's going down. People are still talking about that Kiki Palmer shit. And people are really funny style over that whole Kiki Palmer situation. And I talked about it in depth last night with her going up to the Usher concert with her little postnatal cheeks jiggling around, and she all skinning and grinning up in the Usher face, grinding, and her dude, he kind of felt a certain way. And people are like, well, he shouldn't have said nothing publicly. He should have said something privately. No, he should have said something publicly because she was out there tossing them little cheeks around publicly. So, yeah, he should address it publicly. Yeah. Yeah, people are coming up with these weak ass comparisons. They were like, well, Beyonce back in the day, they did a lap dance with Terrence Howard and Magic Johnson and Oop De Whoop, and Jay Z didn't trip. Nigga, please. Jay Z had a whole some side pieces. Shit, Jay Z got his lick back to the point where Solange whooped his ass in an elevator. Y'all stop it. Do not use Jay Z as an example. Jay Z got his whole ass kicked because he had a side piece. And then Beyonce made a damn album, Lemonade, about his ass. Come on now, that's not a good example. Well, that you got a lot of people who are from dysfunctional relationships promoting and projecting their dysfunction. People don't know how functional relationships go. In functional relationships, boys and girls, if you just have a baby, you respect the relationship. You don't go out there with your cheeks out, skinning and grinning all up on another nigga. I mean, that should be a given. That basic level of respect should be a given, right? But right now we have such a stank hole culture out here now that's normalized, and a degenerate culture out here that is completely normalized. Having respect for the relationship, that's thrown out the damn window. People applaud dysfunctional, goofy, gutter shit. See, they'll criticize old dude for being upset about his chick with her cheeks out, grinding up on another nigga, but then they'll sit up there and co-sign Lil Uzi Vert getting punched on at the BET Awards by JT from the City Girls. Little Uzi Vert, didn't he like take a picture with Ice Spice or something? And old girl threw a phone at him and kind of choked his little old ass up. And y'all were like, that's right, girl, period. Shut up. Y'all just be saying shit. Y'all all over the damn place. What's up, brother Dwan B? Y'all all over the place with this shit. And here's another thing too with the Darius dude, Kiki's baby dad, and they there's so much disrespect for the dude. It's like, he ain't married her, he ain't. She got more money than him, and whoop de whoop. Look. Kiki Palmer ain't balling like that. Y'all act like Kiki Palmer is Angela fucking Bassett. Kiki Palmer ain't balling like that to the point where you can be that damn disrespectful. Y'all cut that out. Kiki Palmer is not like an A-list actress. Not to denigrate her, because I think she's a phenomenal actress, but she's not a box office draw like that. I mean, uh, what was the latest hit Kiki Palmer movie? No, no shade. I'm just saying, you're putting real extras on it. Kiki Palmer got all that money. That nigga better listen. No, 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 no. Hell no. I'm not gonna sit down and bow down to Aquila and the Bee. No, you don't bow down to that. This nigga supposed to grovel over that? No, 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 no. He ain't supposed to take no disrespect. I can see if it's Oprah. See, y'all want a motherfucker to be like Stedman, just a nigga playing the background. Now, I get Stedman. Oprah's sitting on $1 billion. Yeah, I sit down and shut the fuck up for a minute if that billion is sitting on the table. Yeah, yeah. You want to grind on us? Yeah, go ahead, sweetie, and have him sign my way album while you're out there. I'm gonna watch these billions while you do you. Yeah, if you sitting on up in Oprah's spot, I can see Stedman. He ain't tripping. No, no, no. But Kiki better bring her ass home. You ain't got that kind of money where I'm not gonna trip. Bring your goddamn ass home and get this baby and burp this fucking baby. I've been with this baby all night. No, you got bring your ass home money. Some of y'all ladies out here, y'all make a couple of dollars more than a nigga, and all of a sudden you walking around this bitch like you Princess Diana. No, sit your ass down and come home and cover your titties up. Fuck you think you dealing with out here? Y'all want every nigga to be on a simp vibe. Y'all got this thing where y'all want a Sierra Russell Wilson situation. Y'all sitting up doing the Sierra prayer. See, the Sierra thing, that was a hood rat's fantasy to have a baby by one nigga and then get another nigga who's kind of simpish to come save you and let you walk around and twerk and oh Lord, I got to pray. I got to do a Sierra prayer. No, some of y'all got way too many kids by different niggas to do a Sierra prayer. You need a whole Holy Spirit and an exorcism to exorcise the dick demons out of your damn house. It's gonna take more than just a prayer. But yeah, y'all want a situation where y'all can go out and do all this wild shit and just have some kind of simp nigga in the background footing the bill. No. Or if he ain't footing the bill, he's just gonna sit up and co-sign all that stuff. And that doesn't work in real life because you're not gonna respect the dude. And another thing with um Kiki's dude, what's a lot of y'all in here? They pulled up some old tweets of dude. They pulled up some tweets of him, and ain't he like Panamanian or something? He's a non-FBA dude. He's from what I understand. And they pulled up some tweets of him kind of cooning a little bit. He was talking about Alton Sterling, when Alton Sterling got killed by the Ray soldiers. Yeah, they pulled up some tweets. He was like, "Yeah, Alton Sterling should have complied," and he was that kind of coon tether talk, which I disagree with. So what's interesting, a lot of people who's co-signing Kiki's fuckery, they're like, "Well, why y'all co-signing that nigga? He was cooning, talking about Alton Sterling." But hold up, you talking about us co-signing him, but you're co-signing Kiki, who had a baby by this coon nigga, right? So wait, if y'all talking about how much of a coon he is and we shouldn't support coons, doesn't that go for Kiki? Kiki had a whole baby with this coon. So there's some coon lineage that's been passed down through her womb. Messing with this nigga. All right? So y'all can't play that card. So yeah, if he's a coon, yeah, why is she up here having babies with coons? Yeah, he did say something coonish. I think that was very coonish. But a lot of these folks in these relationships, or who's looking at these relationships, they're looking at them from a dysfunctional lens. And again, I notice a lot of the people who's co-signing Kiki's actions, a lot of real strange flags. There's a lot of these foreign flags and intersectional flags, if you know what I'm talking about, where these people have these dysfunctional relationships who are co-signing that. Yeah. But let me talk to the family in here because we got a lot of folks in here. What's up, D Tub? And I see you, dear. We got Sir Major. What's up, player? Black Alpha Network. A lot of folks sincere the love God in here. And by the way, listen, guys, my new deodorant. The new deodorant is coming out in a couple of weeks. We got the new deodorant we're launching in a couple of weeks. This, I'm telling you, this stuff is phenomenal, 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 man. I've been just testing it, and y'all see how revitalized and how rejuvenated I look. The deodorant not only smells good, feels good. We got herbs in there that gives you a good, fly, positive vibe. Man, we were doing a lot of experiments just to get this thing right. We got it right. I cannot wait for you guys to see the new deodorant brand. Again, that launches in a couple of weeks. You guys are going to be very pleased with it. And some of you need it because y'all musty as fucking hell. And y'all need something natural under your arms that will kill that damn must, that will not irritate your skin. Okay? That was very important. Y'all need to stop putting all of that unnatural shit under your arms and all that aluminum. That's why you be getting thyroids and your balls be itching and all types of weird shit going on with your body because you put all of these chemicals under your arms, and that has an effect on your body, and that makes you mustier. So we're gonna stop all that. We got something for that. You guys are really gonna thank me. I promise you. You guys are gonna love what we got coming out the pipeline. Let me get some calls in here because we got a lot of folks. Raise your hand, family. Y'all want to get in here? Raise your hand. And by the way, we what's up, Dwan? We're trying to think about the next event we're going to have at the museum, possibly later on this month. I'm thinking about having a fight party. The what's that fight? There's a fight happening on the 29th. Is it Spence? Who is that fighting? There's a fight. I'm thinking about having a fight party up there. So we're trying to figure it out. We're trying to get it together. Uh, let me see who we got. Let's get Mr. Mate. Mr. Mate in here. Mr. Mate.
Peace, peace.
What's up, family? How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Finally get a chance to holler at you, man. You worked with my cousin Kyle on your Mink Slide album.
Oh yeah, that's my engineer. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my cousin, man.
Oh, that's my guy, man. He's a phenomenal engineer. That brother got magic ears, man. That brother can mix the shit out of a record, man.
It's funny. I just left. His mom is out here. I'm in Atlanta. I just left meeting up with her just a few minutes ago.
Oh, that's what's happening, man. So what's going on down in Atlanta?
Nothing much, man. Trying to grind it out. I'm actually a LA native, man, and I was seeing, that you have the museum out there. I was just wanted to throw an idea to you because I got a lot of filmmaker friends. I'm actually in the film industry myself. I got a
Yeah,
lot of filmmaker friends out in LA, and I was thinking, what about doing like maybe some screening for some independent filmmakers at the museum? You know what I'm saying? Getting some cats out there, they got projects because I know it's a hard time to get some stuff screened out in LA.
right.
So,
Yeah, man, we're open to that. Yeah, man. If some filmmakers want to holler at us and do business, man, we're 100% open for that. Absolutely. In fact, we got somebody. They're doing. Somebody's written out the museum in the beginning of August, and they're doing some kind of charity event up there. I got to find out what that is, and I'll let people know. So people are always calling us to do events up there, and we're open. Y'all, if y'all want to do an event up at the museum, we're open. So y'all email me and holler at me. Again, my email is info@tariq.la. That's my email. Touch, hop on, man.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Touch, how are you?
I'm pretty good, man. How are you? I just wanted to. Sorry, how are you? I didn't mean to.
I'm good. I'm good, brother.
All right, I just wanted to say thank you for everything you do, man. I don't watch all five Hidden Colors. Great documentaries. I've also seen 1804 and American Maroon, and I just want to say thank you for
Yes.
everything and all the time you put in to give us this information, man. It's good.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. And everybody, if you haven't watched all the Hidden Colors, man, y'all need to go watch Hidden Colors at hiddencolorsfilm.com and go get the new movie, which is phenomenal. It's damn near 3 hours, a very long movie, but it's very good. American Maroon. That's a real deep one. American Maroon at american-maroon.com. Get that Blu-ray. Let's get Scammy Sosa. Scammy Sosa. Scammy Sosa.
Tariq, my brother, what's up, homie?
What's going on, Scammy? How are you, sir?
Nah, chilling, man. Listen, bro. Yeah, this twerking half naked, no decorum shit gotta stop, right? Like, we've been talking about this shit for the last, I don't know how many years. I think that shit when that woman was dancing her big flat ass on that table in Texas at that restaurant was like one of the last straws for me, man. Yeah, this
Yeah,
shit getting ridiculous, bro.
real talk, man. And like I said, man, the whole twerking thing now, it's not even done for sexual purposes now. And I talked about this before. This whole twerking all over the place, it's done to basically mark territory. It's done almost as a form of disrespect. Hey, look at me. I can act a damn fool. I can act uncouth. I can act any way I want to act. Because it's not even sexy. Some of these artists out here running around pulling their titties out and it's not even done in a sexy way. It's not enticing. It's just not. Yeah, and the white corporate structure, they have no problem funding that. And speaking of the white corporate structure, have y'all seen the video of these two girls? They're from LA and they're two rappers. They're called Flying Boss or something like that. And you'll see their videos popping up all over the place where they're running and rapping. They're running all over. They're like running in the store rapping, and they're running in Disneyland rapping. They're running towards the camera. It's the same song, but it's a bunch of different videos of these two girls. And they're from LA, and one of them got like elf ears or something. And their videos just pop up all over the place. And they were down at Essence, and then I think Megan Thee Stallion put them up on stage, and I just saw something where Missy Elliott was giving them a shout out. Let's be clear. I want y'all to understand people like that, that's just like Lil Nas X. They'll make it seem like these people are coming up through the grassroots. A lot of people are seeing that this is like some industry plant shit. Because I can guarantee what y'all going to see with those girls in about a couple of months. Um, some major label is going to announce that they've signed them, which they've probably already been signed, and they're just trying to promote them as some kind of grassroots thing. They're going to come out on some LGBT pride, trans. It's going to be something like that. I can smell it a mile away. The flying boss, whatever their names are, the white corporate structure, the music industry, they're going to be promoting them with rainbow flags. I can smell it a mile away. I can already see it. They're going to be promoting that hard and making it seem like there's some kind of grassroots act, which they're not. These women, they're plants. Just like they planted Lil Nas X on us and made it seem like he was grassroots. That was a plan all along. And then once he got the grassroots support, all of a sudden, hey y'all, I love sucking dick. And y'all better not be against me doing all it. Then it just flipped. They flipped on everybody. You dig? So yeah, we got to watch these industry plants and how they get down, man. They put them plants out here to make it seem grassroots, and they're not grassroots. And again, all of this weird twerking all over the place, it's a sign of disrespect. Just like my man just called up saying they go in these restaurants, and it's always a black restaurant. When they go in these restaurants and they make sure that they um, mark their territory and disrespect a black establishment. They don't go up in Olive Garden and all of these other white establishments doing all that stupid shit. They make sure that they know it's a black owned spot to go up there and act a damn fool to mark their territory, twerking all on the tables. And then the brothers and the owners got to put out stuff like, hey man, why don't y'all can't be doing all this stuff in my restaurant. And then they want to demonize and criticize the owners for not wanting to have that in their restaurants. Remember when that hood rat went up in the turkey leg hut, it got so bad they had to tell people there's a dress code. We just can't have y'all coming up here any kind of way. And then some OnlyFans chick walked up in there butt ass naked. You know, stuff like that. That stank hole skanky mentality where all of that twerking and getting naked and coochie popping, all of that's done to show disrespect. It's a sign of disrespect. It's like an animal pissing on something to mark its territory. It's a real interesting dynamic. Let's see. Raise your hand, man. We got a lot of folks in here. We got a lot of people in here. Let's get Mr. AO. Let's get Mr. AO in here. Mr. AO.
Yo, what's good, man? Hey, appreciate the time, man. Hey, yo, thank you for everything you're doing, man. For real. Like I caught on to
No
you
doubt.
like about 4 years ago. I'm out here in Virginia. Um,
Oh, there you go.
yeah, man. Much love, bro. Man, that thing you're doing with the Hidden History Museum, man. It's a beautiful thing, man. For real,
Thank you. Yes,
for,
indeed.
for real, man.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
I got my kids, man. I'm trying to put them on.
Okay. Oh, sorry about that, brother. But thank you. I appreciate that, brother. Let's get Twin.
Professor Flex, what's going on, brother?
My brother, how are you,
How
sir?
you doing, man? I wanted to ask you a question because I remember back in the '60s, right? When I watched these movies, bro, we were very dignified, like because we understood what image was about. So,
Yeah.
when did you think the switch came in? Because it's my conjecture that a lot of these foreign groups came over here and they kind of injected that into the culture. What do you think about that, sir?
Yeah, partly, yeah. Part of that is true. And also, man, in the 70s, the white feminist movement. And also, what they did, they used black exploitation movies to funnel in a lot of interracial sexual access. So remember, after the 1960s, there was a sexual revolution. See, the white supremacists understand how to use sexuality as a weapon. And they said in the 60s, okay, these black folks are being denied and they're fighting us. Well, we got to give them something. Now, what do they want? We were like, instead of tangibles, we were like, well, just give us integration, which we should have been about more tangible things. Because they said, okay, we'll give you certain levels of integration. We'll get some of our slutty white women and we'll have some of them lay up with some of these Negroes. And since white men have been laying up with sisters all along, we'll let some more white men lay up with them and get a couple of white women to lay up with some of these sisters. So we'll have a sexual revolution. We'll temper the numbers. We won't have it go all crazy, but we'll have a few liberals here, and we got to make sure they don't go too crazy and forget that they're white. So, a lot of those white people who were hippies in the 70s, who laid up with a lot of black folks, a lot of these folks are conservatives now. So they know how a lot of the white supremacist women are. Some of the most conservative white women were soul pole sucking sluts back in the day. And what's that woman that woman who was running for vice president or president? What was her name out there in Alaska? What's her name? God, her name is on the tip of my tongue. What was that woman's name? What is her name? She was running for either president or vice president. She was dingy as hell. Oh man, what is that woman's name? Wait, Twizzle. Hell, I know Twizzle. What's that woman's name? I can't. It's on the tip of my tongue. What's that woman's name, Twizzle? I know you know.
Sarah Palin.
Sarah Palin. I don't know why I forgot that woman's name. Yes, Sarah Palin. Now she was the conservative darling. Boy, they found out that brother. I mean, that woman was hopping on so much black pole when she was in college. All types of brothers that ran up in her ass. And now she's the most conservative thing ever, talking about family values. All of them are like that, dude. But what's going on with you, Twiz?
What's up with the player, man? You understand me? Hey, T, the game has changed, man, from our time to right now, bro. I mean,
Yeah,
these women is like, dude, man, you talking about renegade. They make renegades sound like angels nowadays, dude.
real. Yeah, you know what it is, player? Is the OnlyFans. Look, right now there's a lazy hoe epidemic. Because see, a lot of the women would get in the game because they were lazy. A lot of them got in the game. A lot of them were lazy as hell. So they're like, hell, I can make a couple of dollars laying on my ass. So they thought, okay, I can make a couple of dollars, and then they had to get a P in their life to kind of make them stand up and do what they're supposed to do and get it for real, for real. So now OnlyFans has created a whole bunch of lazy ass folks out here in the game who don't respect the game, who's raggedy as hell. The game is just all over the damn place. There's no decorum, there's no rules, there's no guidelines. Everything is all loosey goosey out here. It's real raggedy. So, that's what it is right now, man. It's a real interesting dynamic, brother. But thank you so much, man. Oh, man. A lot of folks in here. There's a lot of people in here, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on. People get good. Oh yeah, somebody's they're pulling up some of Kiki Palmer's old tweets. By the way, yeah,
Hello.
yeah. What's up, man? Somebody's they're pulling up Kiki Palmer's old, because Kiki Palmer was on some All Lives Matter and all that stuff too. She was kind of on the coon train, and she got called out. That Kiki Palmer blocked me a long time ago. She has me blocked on Twitter because a lot of folks were calling out some of her All Lives Matter tweets. If you look online, she has me blocked. What's up, that Lee? What's up, Lee?
Well, what's up, Flex, man? Hey, I appreciate everything you do, bro. You know, you inspire me, man. But I was seeing if you had seen what like Ice Cube was talking about a few days ago about like the music execs, they have like big stocks into the present system, so they kind of incentivize people to rap about doing shit to go to jail,
Oh yeah.
so they
Oh,
can keep that going.
oh, absolutely. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's kind of been a known thing for a minute. They're all clicked in with the media. They're clicked in with the prison systems. They're clicked in with a lot of these judges. They're clicked in with a lot of these. Remember, they're clicked in with a lot of these alcohol brands. They're clicked in with a lot of these pharmaceutical companies too. They have a lot of investments. There's a reason why they put a gazillion dollars in rappers to talk about Percocets and all of that. And then when you start looking at these producers and some of these executives and then look at their investments, these people sit up in rooms and just plot all this stuff out. I'm telling you, man, the connections are very insane. For example, man, out here in LA, as people know, there were some black folks trying to buy the Crenshaw Mall. There was another company that came in and underbid them and then got the building. They were able to purchase the Crenshaw Mall. One of the people who were part of that purchasing group was a Warner executive. I think this guy was one of these Russian oligarchs, and that's another thing. A lot of Russian oligarchs own a lot of property in South Central LA. If you see a lot of black businesses in South Central LA, the black people really don't own the buildings. It's owned by these Russian oligarchs. All Crenshaw is insane with that shit. A lot of these Russian oligarchs own the building all over South Central. In fact, the only reason we got it, because we're like one of the few black owned buildings. We actually own the building that's in South Central where the museum is. We actually own it. We own it. It's black owned for real. We're not leasing it. And that shocks a lot of people because some people come by and they ask, how are the owners and whoopie whoop. And no, 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 we own it. We don't have no owner. We own it. And I think the only reason we got that was because of the whole thing with the Ukraine and Russia and all of that stuff going on. And the US was putting sanctions on some of these Russian oligarchs' property. So out here in LA, um, when that whole Russian Ukraine thing happened, a lot of these Russian companies started dumping some of their assets because their shit was getting seized. So they were dumping real fast. So all of a sudden, we were able to get that damn building like real quick. So it was an interesting dynamic. But going back to the whole Crenshaw Mall thing, like I said, one of the executives, one of the people who was part of that purchasing group, he was a Warner Brother executive. He's like real big head honcho over at Warner Brothers. And that's very interesting because right down the street from the Crenshaw Mall, we know what went down with our brother Nipsey. And Nipsey was targeted and killed. I believe to this day, Nipsey was targeted. And that was a hit put out on our brother. They were trying to get Nipsey out of there for the longest, and they do that. And what's interesting, Nipsey's catalog, people forget, Nipsey's catalog is under Warner Brothers. So all of that shit ain't no coincidence. So you got these Warner Brother executives buying up property in South Central, and then they own the catalog of a rapper who got mysteriously killed in broad daylight by some quote unquote hater. and you own his catalog too, and you own the building there, and none of that shit is a coincidence to me. I look at all of the ties and all of the connections there. Let me get my brother Dwan B in here to speak on it. What's up, brother Dwan?
Hey, what's up, man? Hey,
How you doing,
I'm
fam?
good,
Go ahead.
man. And to tag along what you're saying, Lemur Park, my guys at Soul Folks own that building on Degnan, and they got it challenging an ordinance that was that he had Crenshaw laid before he died, a decree barring black people from owning any of that property up and down Crenshaw, and they challenged that. That's what helped
Repeat
them
that.
get Soul
Repeat
Folks.
that one more time. You broke up. Yeah, repeat
There
that
was
one
a
more time.
decree.
You broke up, brother.
There's a decree signed by Lafayette Crenshaw, the person that Crenshaw's named after in Lafayette Square, and to barring
Yep.
black people from owning property down there in Leimert Park. And the people who bought Soul Folk
Yep.
on Degnan, they owned that whole block, Brother Akil. He challenged that decree and won. And you know
Oh
what's funny
wow.
about that? The funny part about that is they're the ones who put on that Juneteenth festival down there in Leimert Park, and everything was peaceful. The McDonald's got robbed, but they tried to pin it on the black folks that own Soul Folks in Juneteenth. And so it's a
Wow.
lot of fishy stuff. And then at the same time, Nipsey got killed 6 months later. That light skinned guy, I forgot his name, the same guy who coordinates the Taste of Soul, he sold that property on Crenshaw and Slauson where the Rouse is for $29 million. Why would you sell for
Okay.
$29 million knowing a train line is going to be down that in 3 years? So we know how this
Yeah.
game works.
Yeah. Yeah. And Tavis Smiley. His building is right over there in Leimert Park, and he told me they be trying to go in there and buy that all the time. They throw him all types of money trying to buy that spot.
They they
So
they do that all day over there, and LA just has a thing when it comes to black ownership. They do every one of my friends. If you go to that U.S. Bank on Crenshaw and Slauson, there's a mural on that bank. My
yep.
friend painted that mural, and he was watching. It was right across the street from where Nipsey got killed. He
Yep.
said the day Nipsey got killed, there were cops watching Nipsey every day, except for that Sunday he got shot. That was the only day they weren't there for about 3 months.
Oh yeah. They had a whole task force watching Nipsey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they had a like surveillance over there all the time. They had an entire task force watching Nipsey. Not only watching Nipsey, they were watching customers and then shaking customers down, kind of pulling people over, harassing them. They were all around that shop until the damn day he got killed. So yeah, it's real funny style. But thank you so much, brother Dwan.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, it was some real funny stuff going down, man. I'm telling you that shit that went down with Nipsey, man. Mm. No, that was fishy from top to bottom. What's up, man? Are you coming in? Yeah, I'm coming out there. What's up? You good? You haven't come in out here like in 2 minutes. I'll be out there in a minute, sir. Okay. All right. My kids want me to get in the swimming pool with them. All right. But yeah. What's up? Shall I get a couple of more people in here? We got a lot of folks in here. We've got a lot of people in here right now. And by the way, you guys need to, speaking of the Hidden History Museum, everybody go make your donation to the Hidden History Museum. That helps us out a lot, and that helps the community out a lot. HiddenHistoryMuseum.com. HiddenHistoryMuseum.com, because we got a lot of great things going on at the museum. Let's get Khalil. Let's get Khalil in here. Khalil? Khalil, turn your microphone on, sir.
Yeah, what's going on?
What's up, Khalil? What's on your mind?
Nothing much, man. I was just wanted to reiterate on your point with that whole music thing, man. I be just trying to put my people, my partners on that, and I be telling them, man, these record labels right now, they not messing with no dudes like that. That's why you see so many female artists on, because they got so much they can out of the dudes rapping. Like with the dudes, it was gonna get to a point that people was gonna start getting sued for all the killings and everything that was going on. So
Yeah. Yeah, and with dudes, man, when they sign dudes, they want to make sure you got some kind of street beef with somebody. So when you get signed and your ass get killed, that's going to boost up your catalog. What's that one label that has a whole bunch of artists where about 10 artists then been killed off that one label?
Empire, I'm from the Bay, so
Right.
Empire is the one out here that be getting everybody. Like that's one of the main ones. But I know Atlantic is like that too. And remember, I
Yeah.
forgot who it was, but it was like an artist about a year and a half ago. Something happened and somebody got killed, and they was telling the moms to go up to these record labels and start suing them, and the media started to put pressure on that for a couple of weeks, and then it stopped for a second. and we never really heard about it no more. But it was people out here articulating, you know what I'm saying? All these people who keep dying, all these moms and everything that's going on. You can go up to these record labels and say, hey, you promoting this type of music to the community, and you know, these kids is picking up on that, and because of the artists that y'all got, we need some paper for that.
Real talk, man. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, the record labels, if they sign a black male who's heterosexual, we got to make that clear. Because yeah, if you trying to pop bussy, if you saucy Santana or whatever, they'll let you cook. Either you got to be a woman or act like a woman. But if you're a heterosexual black male with some of these labels now, they want to make sure that you're in some kind of damn beef. They want to make sure you're in some kind of beef so they can make money all across the board. They'll sign you and make money off signing you and putting your records out. And then when there's a court case and you get hit with a RICO, they can make money off the publicity from your court case. And then when you get put in jail, they got investments in the prison system. So they're going to make money off that. And if you get back on the streets and you get killed, they're going to make money with your catalog boosting up after you get killed. They don't mind you getting killed because they understand your career is short lived anyway. The career of a rapper, you have one or two records, you might be a one or two hit wonder. But if you get killed, hell, you can sell more records off this nigga. You're more valuable to a record label dead than you are alive. So there's a reason why they instigate and promote these beefs, and they sit up here and encourage these dudes to engage in these street beefs and all of this nonsense because that boosts record sales, that boosts streams. It's a game out here, man. Yeah. And they want to get some longevity out of you. So yeah, you got some of these dudes, man, they make one little hit record. You wouldn't hear about these dudes in a year. But if they get killed, you can squeeze 5, 10 more years of records out of them. Yeah. It's an interesting dynamic. To be honest, like the King Von, I don't even know what a King Von record is, but we always hear his name. There's documentaries about this guy. I couldn't name a King Von record to save my life. But the guy got killed, and now the record label, they sit up here and just push your stuff out here like that, and they're going to make money into perpetuity with this guy. Yeah? A lot of folks in here. A lot of people in here. Let me see. Man, we got a lot of folks in here. T.S. Giselle, I'm not getting you on. Not today. Lord, it's too early. Yeah, it's way too early to hear from you. Oh, man. Let me see. Should I get one more? I need to get out here in the pool with the kids, man. Should I get one more call? Let's get Samson. I'll get Samson in here. Samson, hop on, brother. Let's get Samson. Samson, hop on. Now, Samson, you got to turn your microphone on, sir. All right, Samson. I chose you to get up on here, and you chose to have an iPhone 1.0, and you know the shit don't work. And you shouldn't have raised your hand knowing you have an old phone that really doesn't work with the new iPhone apps. Okay, let's get Blacktron in here. Get Blacktron in here. Blacktron, hop on.
Shout out to you, Tariq.
What's up, Blacktron? How are you, sir?
All right, I'm well. I just want to say, I appreciate you, man. My family, we support you. Gotta get out there to LA, man. I'm so glad you built the museum.
Yes,
that
sir.
will be my first trip ever out there. I'll do it.
Now, what city you in? What city you in?
Brooklyn, New York.
Brooklyn. Oh, shout out to Brooklyn. Shout out to Brooklyn. I got to get out there, man, to film this documentary. I wanted to film Melly Mel. Melly Mel got arrested recently, man,
Wow.
on some bullshit out here. He got arrested out here on some bullshit. And I wanted to have him in the documentary. So I want to see if he's good. So my New York people, reach out to me, man, all my New York people, because I'm trying to get out there in the next couple of weeks to start filming on the hip hop documentary. So I want to holler at some of the folks out there. But what's on your mind, Blacktron?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. This whole Kiki Palmer thing, there's, I guess, many ways to look at it. Ultimately, yeah, it's contemptuous behavior. in a sense,
Yeah.
and when a woman displays that, yeah, it only gets worse, or he's got to be able to somehow check that. I guess
Yeah, it is gonna get worse for dude, man. With that kind of disrespect, it's gonna get worse. That dude needs to go ahead and charge that shit to the game. It is only gonna get worse because when she's just that blatant with the disrespect, and it was all about disrespect, it's going to get worse. So he needs to go ahead and just say, "Hey, look, let me go ahead and co-parent this baby and just get my weight up and just go and do what I do." Let's get Tyrone in here. What's up, Tyrone?
Hello?
What's up, Tyrone?
Hey, what's going on?
Where you from? I ain't seen a nigga named Tyrone in years, brother. What city you in?
I'm from South Carolina,
So, there you go.
Columbia.
This,
Yeah. Born and raised, man. Born and raised.
my man, what's on your mind, Tyrone?
Oh no, man, I was just chiming in, man. I just want to say, man, I want to give you flowers while you're here, man.
Yes, sir.
And because I listen to your stuff a lot, especially when I'm at work. And one thing I noticed, man, sometimes I can listen to your stuff. I can listen to about 2 or 3 times, and every time I always learn something different, man. Or you put somebody on game about something. And I just want to say, man, what I noticed what set you apart from a lot of different speakers, man, is not only that you put people on game with history, but you put people on game on some real life situation, man. That's some real life shit. And I don't really see that much with a lot of other different speakers, man, and stuff like that. So I just want to give you a shout out about that, man.
Man, I appreciate that, brother, man. Brother Tyrone, much respect to you, brother. I really appreciate that. But anyway, yeah, let me get up out of here, man. Let me go out here and kick it with the kids. My children want me to come out and jump in the pool with them, so I'm going to do the daddy thing. But anyway, man, y'all have a great afternoon, man. Be productive. Go to hiddenhistorymuseum.com. Y'all throw a little something on that for the community. Every little thing helps the community, man. It helps us keep the lights on, the employees all in order, man. It helps us do our thing. It helps us serve the community. And we're doing good things with the Hidden History Museum, man. One of the few for real, black-owned institutions that's empowering the community, and not just the community in LA, just nationwide. People feel the energy of that, man. And we want to expand. I want to bring a Hidden History Museum down to Atlanta. That's my next goal. But yeah, we got to keep the train rolling, man. Y'all don't understand how much fun we have at the Hidden History Museum, man. We gets down up there, man. We have a ball and people love it and the energy is great. And it's a great vibe to have an institution with so many empowering images that during the day you can bring the kids, and then at night we can turn up and have a good time, and the vibe and the energy is good. And we control the space. You know? So that's what it's all about, man. We got to keep that energy going, and man, we got to um, just show support for everybody who supported the institution. So anyway, man, y'all have a great day, man. Y'all be productive. Puppy Akute and Lila Vuve to the family. Peace.